Pokemon Legends ZA Discourse is taking on a life of its own. It's getting crazy. I'd like to talk about it. I feel as if I am caught in a windstorm. I am a mere traveler on the road and I've been caught in a windstorm. That's how I feel right now. I made a video that was negative about Pokemon Legends ZA and people are calling me a grifter. They're calling me a grifter is what they're calling me. On the flip side, people who like the game, who are playing it on their channels, are getting comments from insane people that are saying, you are a paid shill. You are a paid shill and Nintendo has paid you to play this game. There's no way you could like this game. You are paid by the government to play this game. Can we all relax? What is it? I am a grifter and they're a paid shill. What about perhaps we are just people with opinions on a game, for goodness sake? I didn't like the game. They liked the game. Let's relax. I am being lumped in with a greater movement. And I believe something's happening here that people are calling... what are they calling it? Hate grifting. Hate grifting. It's sort of like, remember that game Concord? That game Concord that they spent $20 billion on it or something and then it was a failure and nobody played it. And there was a bunch of discourse about that, about how Concord is a failure. Everybody point and laugh at Concord. It's a bit like that. It's like people have just found something to hate. They've found something to point and laugh at. Like a big spectacle, a big train wreck spectacle to point and laugh at. And they're calling it grifting because grifting is when something is not coming from your heart, but rather it is you chasing a trend and filling people with rage for your own gain, perhaps. I wanted to be very clear that I don't believe my video was grifting. I'm a Pokemon YouTuber, and I happen to like parts of Pokemon, okay? I have been critical of single-player Pokemon games for a long time, but I want a good Pokemon game to come out. I like the franchise. I like the mechanics of the franchise. I play Showdown for a reason. Showdown is built upon the base game. For goodness sake, I like Pokemon. I would like a Pokemon game to come out that appeals to what I want from the Pokemon, that playing to the strengths that I believe the franchise has. So I play this new game that just came out because I want to try it. I feel as if it's an inelegant game. It is a heavy-handed, hand-holdy intro segment full of cutscenes, full of dialogue that I don't believe is very good. I don't believe story is the strength of the Pokemon franchise. I believe it is mechanics. I believe it is the magic of the funny creatures. And I believe it is a sense of exploration a little bit. You know? I believe that this is a game that is not playing to the strengths of the franchise. But at the same time, maybe I don't even know... Like, how am I to say that my beliefs about what Pokemon should be are correct, you know? This game seems to be selling well. Pokemon fans seem to enjoy it. Is this hubris on my part to say that this is how Pokemon should be? Everyone has a different idea of how Pokemon should be. Some people think the storyline is the strength of the series. I don't know. I'm losing track of my point. I believe that it's... I should be able to say I don't like a thing without being called a liar. I'm a grift. Like, it's criticism of a thing is allowed, is it not? And you can counter-critique me. You can say, you're wrong about this. I liked the game for this reason. And that's called talking to people. But it gets a bit crazy when someone says, I like this, and you say, no, don't like it. You are paid by Nintendo to like it. You are a paid shill. And people are also going as far as saying, if you buy the game, you are supporting an evil empire. Like, and on the flip side, it's... We can't engage with one another in conversation any longer. It is... I am being controlled by a force greater than myself to say what I'm saying. I am no longer a person saying something I believe. I did make the video because it's a new game, and I thought people would want to hear about the new game, but I'm not to say I'm grifting is crazy. And for some of you, like, sometimes my audience annoys me. Because it happened with Gen 4, it's happened with a lot of things, where you guys will go to other people and attack them for... Like, people will argue with Gen 4 players, because I don't like Gen 4 OU. They'll go to Gen 4 players and say, Jimothy said that Gen 4 is stupid because it's too much RNG and he doesn't like Jirachi. leave them be, for goodness sake. Like, I can say my piece about it, but you don't have to go into their little place and attack them. That's crazy. And it's the same with this. It's to go to a Legend ZA YouTuber who's just like Pokemon Phil, who's like, hey guys, I've got Embor. I think I'm gonna see what's happening in Lumiose Tower. Like, he's just a guy playing Pokemon. He's just a normal guy. And you're saying you are a paid shill. You are the problem with gaming. Gaming is declining because of your purchase of... There will always be people buying popular games, man. People buy FIFA. They buy, like, Call of Duty. Assassin's Creed. Like, these... To go to Assassin's Creed Antonio's channel and argue with him is... Like, you are wasting... Like, we've limited time on Earth, man. Stop that. I believe that there's space for, like, I can say, if I want, I can upload a video about FIFA and say that FIFA is stupid and it's overpriced. Someone else can upload a video about FIFA and say they love FIFA and they're eager for the Lionel Messi unlock. I don't know what happens in FIFA. I don't know what people do with FIFA. I think we are both valid beings existing. And if you... To go to FIFA Fan 23's YouTube channel and say... And, like, argue with him. You're going into his private little space and you're... Can we... Am I making sense here? Can we act like reasonable people? Can you not... Can you... Criticism of things is good. It is good, and it's because free speech is good. I can say what I like about it. I can say that I dislike the Avengers Age of Ultron or something. And that's good. That little thought I have goes out into the ecosystem. It gets absorbed. Maybe it has an impact in some little tiny way. Maybe they adjust the next Avengers film. I don't know. Every person could have their thoughts, and then this goes into the universe, and then the universe responds. I believe that you're crossing a line when you attack people for perhaps liking, I don't know, simple entertainment or something that you're not into. And by the way, do not view my opinion on games as a gospel. I have a weird taste in games. I happen to think that, like, the Wii Sports is a better game than Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a genuine belief I have, which probably sounds insane to many of you, and I will not elaborate right here. There's too much nuance to elaborate on there, but that's... Like, if I don't like Pokemon, you can probably... Like, of course I don't like Pokemon. If you know anything about what I like in a game, I obviously don't like Pokemon Legends ZA. I like, Hollow Knight. I like Deus Ex. I like these kinds of games. I'm not... If you know anything about me, it's not a surprise that I don't like Legends ZA. I also don't think that me trying the game... Like, I thought there's a pretty low chance I would like the game, but I could still try it if I want. And my thoughts have their place, for goodness sake. Also, I'm sick and tired of people saying that this is something people say a lot for a lot of different contexts. They say, this is a children's game. Of course... It is treating you like a child. It's a children's game. I don't like when people say that just because something is marketed for children that it is immune to criticism. Because some of the greatest works of art ever made are marketed primarily for children. In gaming, there's like Yoshi's Island is a game for children. That's one of the best games ever made. It's one of my favorites. It's a fantastic game all around. The Incredibles is a film for children. It's an animated film for children rated G. Great film. Adults can enjoy it too. It's witty. It's written by people who had something to say. It's a subversive take on the superhero film. At the same time, there's garbage children's media like Coco Melon. I don't think Coco Melon has any artistic merit. I can say Coco Melon stinks. It would also be weird of me to go to a child watching Coco Melon and lecture him about the value of art. That would be overstepping. Did you see that there's a balance here between I can call something bad, I shouldn't go into the community of the bad things, in my opinions, and call them stupid, because that's weird behavior, and also grow up a little bit and understand that people are going to have differing opinions sometimes, and this is not a personal attack. What I said about Pokemon Legends EA is not a personal attack on you if you like the game. You have the right to like the game. You have the right to defend your stance on the game if you want. You make your own video. You leave a comment as long as the comment is like engaging with me in some way and say like, I disagree with what you said here for this reason. But when it becomes tribalistic, when it's like people claiming that I am lying or that it's something greater than that, that's when I take issue with it, man. That's what I feel. This is like the death of discourse or something. It's me versus you. We don't have to fight. We're people. We're all people. I can be friends with someone whose favorite film is the live-action remake of Aladdin, and I can, maybe if we're close enough, I can say, dude, you are stupid. That movie sucks. Maybe if we're like sort of close, I would do, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard about that one. I'd say something like that, just to be polite. Deep down, I would be thinking, damn, that's a bad movie. It's alright, though. He's a good guy. His favorite film is very bad, but that's just my opinion also. From a certain point of view, Disney's Aladdin remake is the best film ever made. I don't know. We're all disparate people. Am I making any sense? No. I'm rambling and going insane, but I'm also smart. I'm also smart and valid. I don't know, man. I just want everybody to relax. Maybe it's because I was on Twitter and I'm exposed to Twitter where everyone's crazy. And it's an algorithm pushing something to me that will enrage me. What will piss you off? Let's send that to you. Let's find it. Let's find the thing that will piss you off and send it right to you. Maybe now that this is a real issue and I'm imagining it, and of course on the internet people are going crazy. That happens with everything. Okay. I think that's what it is actually, and I think that's what it is. But I have to deal with it as a YouTuber because I'd have to read what people say. So I'm sort of inclined to respond to what I'm seeing as well, aren't I? Who here is smart? Who here believes that they're smart? Anyway, don't be rude to people who like Legends EA. You are not a crusader fighting for video game quality or whatever the hell you think you're doing. Hey, like, just don't buy the game and play, like, indie games or something. We are actually living in a great time for gaming where indie games are thriving and they're affordable and like there's many of them coming out and there's classics coming out back to back, man, in the indie gaming world. There's occasional, like, there's always been low quality mainstream games that people like anyway, and that's why they exist, because they're made to appeal to a wide audience. Like Call of Duty and FIFA. This is not a new thing. You know? Not that I think that no one should complain about it or critique it, but, you know, you also shouldn't. I'm repeating myself here, but yeah, there's a place for critiquing it. There's also, don't overstep the line of like being weird and like just on the internet we have a barrier where we don't interact with one another as we would in real life, of course, because we're behind a screen. So you can call someone. You can say that someone's ruining the fabric of society because they bought Pokemon. If you said that to someone, if you met a friend of a friend in real life and they said, yeah, I've been really loving Legends EA recently, would you tell them to their face that they are ruining gaming and that they are a paid shill? No, you might say it on the YouTube comments. You would not say that to someone's eyes. You would not look in someone's eyes and say that. You'd probably be polite. You'd probably be polite and say, oh yeah, I heard all right things about that. So you'd say something like that. Okay? And would you even hate that person? I wouldn't. Would you have anything against that person? But maybe they got a great taste in music. You're bonding over that. I don't know, man. We're all... Look, I'm very particular about gaming. At the same time, I love the pizza from Costco. I think it's very tasty. But the Anton Ego from Ratatouille would call me a simpleton for liking the Costco pizza. He would say I'm a simpleton and I don't know a thing about a good cuisine. Screw you, buddy. It tastes good. Screw you. I mean the Costco pizza. Screw you, buddy. Maybe Pokemon Legends ZA is the Costco pizza of gaming. I don't know. Maybe it is. But who doesn't like Costco pizza? Let's be honest. Okay. That's all I gotta say. Bye, folks. Dude, just everyone relax. We're all friends, aren't we? We're all friends. We're all people. We're all friends. I'm friends with people. Everyone's my friend. No one dislikes me. Everyone's my friend. Bye-bye.